You must have a high energy level in order to transurf. Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are transurfing in 78 days, a practical course in creating your own level. In this course, we are going to bring our energy levels up, and that comes with a burning desire. Like Neville Goddard says, if you have a burning desire to get something, you're going to have the discipline to actually visualize and create the scene, make a vivid scene and create that in your mind. Make the future now. You're really going to work on it. And I do believe that that is a key. That is the key ingredient to get this thing going, to actually obtain your heart's desires. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into lesson number 9 here. Transurfing is pretty much impossible unless you have a relatively high energy level. If you have a high energy level, let me know in the column box below. Say, I have a high energy level. Give me some exclamation points right now. Let me know. Get your energy levels up. We need energy levels up to transurf. Okay, so as a rule, much of our energy goes out on a whole gamut of unrealized plans. These are like if your mind's scattered. Like a lot of people tell me when I talk to them, They want something, they have a burning desire for it, but in a couple days, they're getting bored of it. They're getting bored of visualizing this thing, creating this thing in their mind. They want to work, they want to start on something new. That means you didn't have the burning desire, that the intention of creating that one thing. That's why I like to focus on one thing at a time. I get the burning desire and I'm relentless on getting it. And I really emphasize, I really encourage you guys to do the same. All right, that's what he's talking about here, okay? So much of your energy goes out if you have a ton of different things you want, but you can't focus on one of them. So you're sending out all this energy, but it's not magnified. It's kind of like putting a magnifying glass under the sun, but you're moving it, okay? You're trying to light a little fire. You're trying to light a fire with it, but you're moving the magnifying glass, so it's not getting concentrated energy. Once you keep it in one spot and you're focused on that one thing, boom, it lights on fire. The sun's gonna, all that energy is gonna go into that one spot, and it's going to activate, okay? So be careful with all that. Focus on one thing at a time, guys. One thing at a time. Have a burning desire. Okay, so goals activate the energy of intention, but only if the goal is already in process of being realized and not a project that just hangs in limbo. Okay, so actually being disciplined and actually setting this thing up to where you're actually disciplined enough to actually create something. Before you go to bed at night, you're laying in an odd position, uncomfortable position. You're doing this for 30 minutes. It's a lot of work, okay? But you must do this, okay? So you're taking the steps. You're staying disciplined. You have a burning desire, okay? So it is important either to discard a number of your potential plans like that. So if your mind is scattered on several different things, just work on one. If you want to create more than one thing, try to create the small things and subsume them within the larger things. So if you're trying to create a new relationship, a boat, a house, a car, make one scene where you're walking in your house and you got your cars in the garage, you're walking by it, and then the relationship of your dreams, that person is in that house, they meet you in that house, and they're super excited, and you look out the back porch, you see your boat, you see your helicopter, and you see a large suitcase full of money. Whatever it is, put it all in one scene if you're going to do that, and then focus on that one scene. Okay. It is important either to discard a number of potential plans or to take steps towards their implementation. Let yourself go. Give yourself more freedom. Make a list of the limitations that are burdening you and shake them off. Okay, so he's saying make a list. Okay, so basically, if you have a ton of things you want to work on, you're not sure what they are, get rid of your negative beliefs with those. Write those down, maybe come up with a list, okay? So when you do the list, it reserves of intention energy will be instantly be freed, okay? So work those things out on a piece of paper if you need to, and you will be able to move forward, okay? So I kind of like that. I like that. I like that exercise. Okay, so interpretation. Many people go through life loaded on all sides with the burden of endless responsibilities, unfinished business, harsh conditions, unfilled plans, and upteen goals. Okay, a lot of people. I mean, I've been through a lot of things myself, but a lot of these things. Finish your business. Okay, I do believe don't leave unfinished business, harsh conditions, unfilled plans. Change all that. Make changes. Okay, so take a moment to feel what is weighing you down. If you think about it, you will probably find that you can let go of several lead weights without an ounce of regret. There is no point in constantly dragging them around, kind of like what Neville Goddard says, let the dead bury the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. Don't live in regret. Move forward or revise the scenes, okay? Use revision with these type. Revision leads to forgiveness as well. So if you need to be forgiven, you can revise. I love revision. There is no point in constantly dragging them around if you can't realize them all. For example, I have to be better than everyone else. Okay, that's ego. Okay, detach yourself from that. That's ego. That is going to limit you. Never ever say that I have to be better than everyone else. You are not competing with everyone else. We are a team. We're all working together. That is the motto. That is my motto. We are all working together. The greatest good to the greatest number. Okay, so there is no point in constantly dragging them around. For example, I have to be better than everyone else. I'll prove to myself and everyone else what I am worth. All I need is victory. I do use some, like if there are haters or things like that, I'll try to use that for fuel sometimes, but I won't attach my ego to it because I know the difference with self-awareness. But sometimes I'll use that, but I won't be like at the end, see, I was able to do it. You said I couldn't do it, but I was able to do it. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to use that for fuel. Okay, so, and there are others like stop smoking, learn a foreign language, and basically turn over a new leaf for my entire life on Monday morning. Anything that is endlessly put off until later is excess cargo. An intention must either be realized or discarded because it consumes your energy. So if you have something in mind, if something that needs to be done, tackle it immediately. Consume it with yourself. Get it done. Clean your energy. Okay, so which would be a stupid waste of time. Is there one big lead weight which you have secretly been thinking of getting rid of? This is a good question for you to ask yourself. Is there one big weight which you have secretly been thinking of getting rid of, but have not quite yet built up that courage to take the step? Revision, guys. If you have this, revise the scene. Revision results in repeal, and it is part of forgiveness. So you can use that. And I do have videos on revision if you guys want to check those out. Imagine how light and relieved you will feel when you have done it. Get rid of those, guys. If you have any of those lead weights which you've been secretly wanting to get rid of, go ahead and get rid of those now. Okay, so number 10, I'm going to be getting in here shortly, which is release. Maybe a little bit to do with letting go. I really like that. Okay, so we're going to be getting into that next. The sigh of relief, transurfing in 78 days, a practical course in creating your own reality. And let me know in the comment box below. I have the energy to transurf. Let me know right now, guys. I love you guys very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow.